flash bright on stage, glam and glitter, all the rage. In the ring where dreams come true, Hollywood elite through and through. Stars collide under the glow, spandex flexes in the show. Hyped up crowd, they roar and cheer. Legends born every night, we're here. Glam Slam Hollywood, feel the might, where the stars listen every night. Glam Slam Hollywood, see them fly. Heroes rise to reach the sky. Big time names in golden frames, move so smooth they'll change the game. All the fame right in this ring. Feel the power, hear them sing. Let's like a Glam Slam Hollywood, feel the might, where the stars listen every night. Glam Slam Hollywood, see them fly. Heroes rise to reach the sky. Entire Hollywood, sun.
I'm sorry we're starting late. We should have started right on time. But I made a big mistake. Yeah.
Let's like a Glam Slam Hollywood, feel the might, where the stars listen every night. Glam Slam Hollywood, see them fly. Heroes rise to reach the sky. Glam Slam Hollywood, feel the
Hello, friends, and welcome to Hollywood Elite Wrestling. My name is Grandpa Choco. It's a pleasure to have you here. Sorry we're starting late on this. I did a live stream this morning on one of my other channels, and then I went and had lunch, and it was a wonderful lunch. I had just a great little time at lunch, and then I went grocery shopping, and as I was in the it was like the vegetable aisle. My alarm went off and it was like, you have a live stream in 15 minutes. And I was like, wah! So I rushed home as fast as I could. We are here. Hello, Christopher Merriman. Hello, Neil Lau. Hello, Hernandez. Hello, Rocker Roller. Welcome. Great to have you all here. Kai Figi. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Kai, welcome from Germany. Great to have you tuning in from around the world. Hey, friends, want to get a special shout out to all of our amazing Golden Circle channel members. These are the folks who help make the videos on this channel possible. So big thank you to all of our Golden Circle channel members. If you would like to be a Golden Circle channel member, you can click the join button and find out all about that. Today, we will be using, as always, the FG Assistant app. If you want to know more about the FG Assistant app, you can head over to patreon.com/FG Assistant and find out more about it. I will also say that I'm using a testing version. So if I'm clicking around and you have the most recent version and something's a little different, that's because this is a testing version. That is the only reason why. All right. Well, let's head to ringside. And before we get to the event that is going to happen today, let's take a look at the pre-show. What happened in the pre-show? Now, the pre-show matches I rolled out last night just for the Golden Circle channel members. 2023. What is this? Why is this saying 2023? Oh, I am in the wrong. All right, give me 1 second. I'm in the wrong universe here. You can see a little bit how this works. Let me clear this just so there's no issues. Yes, I want to clear it. And then we will come back and switch to the correct universe, which is Hollywood Elite Wrestling. And that'll just take a second. And now we can click in here and see what happened during our pre-show. The Bushwhackers beat Bad Company. It was pretty one-sided, and the Bushwhackers Just really took care of Bad Company in short order. Eddie Graham beat Steve Lombardi with an atomic knee drop. Princess Victoria beat Shirley Black via cross body block. John Layfield just squashed Denny Brown. This was a rematch from the Tournament of Legends when Denny Brown knocked John Layfield out at the very beginning. And then in the main event, our grudge match, Dennis Condrey was able to make Ricky Morton submit via an assisted abdominal stretch. So that was your pre-show. Now we're going to get to the main card for today. Again, that's Golden Circle channel members are able to see that video. Some people tuned in last night watching live while it happens. And okay, so today our matches are going to be Debbie Malenko versus Vivian Vachon. A great tag match here. The Love Brothers versus the U.S. Express with Captain Lou Albano. I'm just realizing, isn't one of the fabulous kangaroos is like a manager for the Love Brothers? I'm thinking so. We have a grudge match. Austin Idol with Jimmy Hart versus Hercules Hernandez with Bobby Heenan. Rare heel versus heel thing, but as we remember, Hercules Hernandez injured Austin Idol, so he's looking for a little bit of revenge. And then our big main event is Scott Casey versus Too Cold Scorpio for the United States Championship. So let's head into our first match, and that will be Debbie Malenko and Vivian Vachon going one-on-one. Let's roll the dice. Let's ring the bell, and Vivian Vachon's going to start things off with a lockup and snap mare. Debbie Malenko reverses it. Knee bar 2, dazed 1. Boot to the midsection 2, dazed 1. Leg trip and step over 1, dazed 1. Leg trip and step over, hurt 2. Pile driver, choice D. Let's see. Power is a -2. Gonna go for it. Needs a 7 or less. 5 gets it. And Vivian Vachon is down. Fujiwara armbar. That'll add 1 over here. And hurt 2. Suplex assortment. That catches Vivian. Target is 3. Roll is an 8. There's another kick out there. Out of the ring. Now she's got a crazy dive, right? Once per match, Malenko can use a tope suicida 3 instead of opponent rolling on the chart. She's going to use that right now. And that catches her again. Target is 4, rolls a 5, just barely able to kick out. Vivian Vachon now busted open. Knee joint scissor lock, hurt 2. Jumping back elbow stripe 2. Vivian Vachon fired up, comes back. Choice F, gonna go for the power, but this will be a 6 or less. Ooh, gets it. Look at that. And that catches Debbie Malenko. Target is 3, rolls a 2. That is it. What a comeback for Vivian Vachon. Holy moly. All right, so Vivian Vachon with, that was a body slam. So we'll put that there, body slam. And that will be a 2-star match. And Vachon with a great, let me spell that correctly, great come from behind victory. So there you go, Vivian Vachon with the win. Grant, how do you determine the blood? Good question. I determine the blood by if they get 3 fatigue tokens. I think that more or less generally is the rule that a lot of people play with. But I mean, you're welcome. I mean, you can do whatever you want. Some people, there has been some discussion about how it should maybe be 5. And like in, what, is there a first blood match in here? I know there's one match in here. There is. In the Ringside Companion. Volume 1. This match is where the first wrestler that bleeds loses. Use Texas Deathmatch rules. When a wrestler rolls his pin, add 1 to the pin rating and continue the match. A wrestler loses when his pin rating reaches 8. Assume he starts bleeding. So that is in here. I have always used 3. That's what I do. But in here they say 8. So, but the way I read that, though, is if somebody's fatigue is like a 3, if they're a 6-3, then they only need 5 and they will start losing. I don't do it as they get 8 fatigue tokens. I don't know. That I might be reading that wrong, but that's when I play a first blood match, that's how I do it. All right, so it looks like Al Costello was the manager. So let me see here. I don't think the Al Costello card has... No. I don't think the Al Costello card has a ranking. Oops. We'll put him as the manager. Here we go. All right. Manager interference. We're going to say his distraction is just a 5. I don't know what his distraction would be. I'm going to take a quick screenshot of this. And then we got to put the match counters over here onto the red corner. Oop. Pin saves 2. And double team attempts. We had some fun with the double team attempts last night. During the pre-show. He would also team up with them in 8-man tag matches as well. There you go. All right. All right, let's have Reginald Love take on Barry Windham to start things off. Rolling the dice, and Reginald Love is going to start. Knee to the midsection 2. Hold on one second. Don't they have a thing? The opponents add 1 to all defensive tag rolls. Okay, so that if Barry Windham and Mike Rotundo want to tag out, they have to add 1. Restart this here. Knee to the midsection 2, an agility move. They have equal agility, so that will work. But no, Windham reverses it, hits a vertical suplex. That catches him. They're going to use a pin save here right off the top. Your tag partner tries to save you, but is stopped by the opponent's tag team partner. Roll your pin. Target is 4. Roll is a 9. There is a power slam. Hurt 2. Scoop slam 2. Reginald Love reverses it. Whip into partner's drop kick. A level 3 move. That catches Windham. Target is 3. Rolls an 11. He is able to kick out. Hartford Love. Neck snap on ropes. 3. Hurt 2. Hard right hand punches. 2. Hurt 2. Knee drop from Buckle. Choice C. Let's see. He's got a -1 either way. So going to go for it. 6 or less. Doesn't get it. Windham reverses it. Rapid fire rights. 2. Hartford Love reverses it. Choice A. Stomps in corner. Let's see. Ropes are an A. Power is a -1. Actually going to go for the power. So this will work on a 7 or less. 3. It does. Barry Windham, though, reverses it. Rapid fire rights. 2. Hurt 2. Going to tag in Rotunda. And there's a standing drop kick. 3. Hurt 2. Elbow drop. 3. Hurt 2. Elbow to head. 2. Hartford Love gets out of the way. Headlock and thumb to throat. 1. Hurt 2. Hard right hand punches. 2. Mike Rotundo reverses it. Whips him into the ropes, but drops down, rolls again. The opponent uses one of his specialty moves and goes in for the kill. There's an atomic drop. Hurt 2. Body slam. Choice F. Gonna go for the power. 7 or less. Gets it there. Hartford Love in trouble. Hurt 2. Elbow to head 2. Hartford Love reverses it. Headlock and thumb to throat, but Mike Rotundo saw that coming. Hits an elbow drop. Hurt 2. Standing drop kick. 3. That catches him. Target is 3. Rolls a 9. And not going to throw him out of the ring. Going to roll up. There's a leg drop 2. Hartford Love reverses it. Knee drop from Buckle. Choice C. Going to go, let's see, agility would work on a 5 or less. Going to go for the power. This will work on a 7 or less. It does not work. Rotundo with a standing drop kick. Hurt 2. Elbow drop 3. Hurt 2. Going to tag in Windham. Windham into the ropes. Going to roll up instead. Double elbow smash. 3. Tag. Hurt 2. Elbow to head 2. Hartford Love reverses it on level 1. Headlock and thumb to throat. Mike Rotundo reverses it with an arm drag. Hurt 2. They are going to try and make the tag 6 or less. Able to do it. Tags in Reginald. Reginald comes in on level 1, whipping a partner's dropkick. Another quick tag there, and that is a hurt 2. A pile driver, hurt 2. Double backbreaker 3. Tag. Down 3. Can they capitalize here? Fist drop. Choice G. Let's see. Death jump is a B. And power is a 0. Going to go for that. 8 or less. No! Mike Rotunda with a leg drop. Hurt 2. Going to try and tag out. Yes, they are able to tag. Here comes Hartford Love with some open hand chops. Hurt 2. Double backbreaker 3. They are wrestling like a well-oiled machine over here. Hurt 2. There's a Boston Crab. Hurt 2. Tie up in ropes and kick. Hurt 2. Boston Crab again. Hurt 2. Tie up in ropes and kick. Hurt 2. Boston Crab 3. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. Whips Mike Rotunda into the ropes. You come up. The opponent puts you down with a running back elbow. Tie up in ropes, then kick. Hurt 2. Into the ropes again. You come up the ropes. Opponent puts you down with a running back elbow. Into the ropes again. Who is more powerful? Mike Rotunda is more powerful. He reverses it and hits a forearm uppercut. Let's see. Agility is a -1. Gonna go for the agility, 7 or less. Gets it. Look at that. All right, so that's a level 2 move. Hurt 2. Can he make the tag? Yes, able to make the tag. Stomps in corner, choice A. Gonna whip him into the ropes again. Drops down, roll again. The opponent uses one of his specialty moves and goes in for the kill. Next snap on ropes, 3, down 3, out of the ring. He's going to toss Mike Rotunda out of the ring. He crawls helplessly back in, and there is a body slam knee drop. This is a 0 finisher. Target is 3. They're not going to use a pin save. Rolls a 2! Snake Eyes again! There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Holy moly. Body slam knee drop picks up the victory. And let's see. That was Reginald Love did that and pinned Mike Rotundo. And let's see. That we'll give that 2 stars. It was very exciting. Flash pin by the Love Brothers. And there you go. Big victory there. Let me catch up on the chat. Oh, team in 6-man matches. Got that. Hey, I just got here. Is that Scott Casey in the thumbnail? Looks more like Tex McKenzie. It is Scott Casey. Neil, I would use them if they, I would use the little people cards if they were official. I know we've had some official ones in the past. I would love to see that updated and colorized and all that kind of stuff. And I know that Sam Luptic has a incredible midgets set as well. Yep, there you go. Neil says I got mine from Sam Luptic. There you go. Matt Johnson saying California is full of snakes. Yes, indeed. All right. Here is our next match, a grudge match. And, yeah, this is going to be Austin Idol taking on Hercules Hernandez. And you got 2 of the most devious managers at ringside in Jimmy Hart and Bobby Heenan. And if I am not mistaken, Jimmy Hart can use, let's see, I don't think I can change this. Let me see. I can't change it there, but I'll just change it here. All right. And Heenan, I think, just has, yeah, the 1. Okay. Here we go. This is a grudge match, but it is just regular rules. And let's roll the dice. Let's ring the bell. Austin Idol is fired up, coming back from that back injury. Dazed 1. John McLaughlin, welcome. Great to have you here. Dazed 1. Body slam, but that is a power move. That is not going to work. Right into a knee lift. Hurt 2. Shoulder breaker. knee backbreaker 3. He's working on that back, and Austin Idol is going to roll out of the ring, crawls helplessly back in, locks him into a full Nelson. Hurt 2. Falling Fist 2, Dazed 1, Shoved to the mat 1, Dazed 1, Shoved to the mat 1, Dazed 1, Elbow Smash 2, an agility move, and Austin has the agility. He rolls out of the way, knee breaker. Hernandez stops him with a Falling Fist, Dazed 1, running slam into buckle 2, that will work, Hurt 2, Falling Fist 2, Hurt 2, Clothesline 3, Hurt 2, choice C, gonna go for the agility, 7 or less. No, does not work. Into the ropes. Will whip Hernandez into the ropes, drop down, roll again. The opponent uses one of his specialty moves and goes in for the kill. Hits him with a pile driver. Hurt 2. Clothesline. Hurt 2. Another clothesline. Hurt 2. Into the ropes. Whips him into the ropes again. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. Series of punches 2. Hurt 2. Jumping knee smash 3. Down 3. Pile driver again. Down 3. Choice F. Let's see. Power would be a 4 or less, so he's going to go for the agility. This will work on an 8 or less. 3. Oh, he should have gone for the other one, but it does work there. Hurt 2. Knee breaker 2. Hurt 2. Jumping knee smash 3. Hurt 2. Stomp 2. Hurt 2. Jumping knee smash 3. Down 3. And choice H. Let's see. His death jump is a B. Agility is a +1. Going to go for that. 9 or less. Gets it there. Down 3. Sleeper hold. Locks him in. No. Hurts 2. And there's a stomp. Hernandez reverses it. Kick to the ribs. 1. Austin Idol fired up. Tosses him into the ropes again. The wrestler with the better ropes rating. That's going to be Austin Idol. Choice F. Going to go for the agility, even though it would have worked last time. Going to go for the agility, 8 or less. 4. He should have gone for it. It would have worked. Hurt 2. Series of punches 2. Hurt 2. Series of punches 2. Hurt 2. Clothesline. Big clothesline. Hurt 2. Jumping knee smash 3. Hurt 2. He is throwing everything at Hercules here. Hurt 2. Jumping knee smash 3. Down 3. Hercules going to roll out of the ring. And Austin Idol is fired up. He grabs a chair. And actually, he's going to, what is he going to try and hit him with? Let's see. Ooh, the bell hammer. That's what he hit him with. The bell hammer. He might be disqualified here. Let's see. I think we're going to use one of Jimmy Hart's distractions here. Let's see. Distractor rating. It is a success. So he gets away with it. He hits him with the hammer, throws him back in, rolls on level 3, and there's the Las Vegas leg lock. Now, of course, Bobby Heenan isn't going to take that sitting down. Let's see what happens. Heenan trips the opponent, allowing his wrestler to attack from behind. All right, so he's going to take over on level 2, but he will get 1 fatigue token there. Falling Fist 2, Hurt 2, Clothesline 3, Hurt 2, Choice C, Agility is a 0, so going to go for that. This will work on a 7 or less. The roll is a 5, so that does work. Hurt 2, Clothesline 3, Hurt 2, Falling Fist 2, Hurt 2, into the turnbuckle. Whips him into the turnbuckle. Big special move, the wrestler with the better turnbuckle rating. That's going to be Hercules. He rolls on level 3, and he's fed up. He's going to toss. No, he's not going to toss him out of the ring. I just saw his rating as an A. So, choice C. Let's see. Agility is a 0. Going to go for that again. 7 or less. Gets it. Hurt 2. Falling Fist 2. Hurt 2. Clothesline 3. Down 3. And now Austin Idol will roll out of the ring. Grabs Hercules. Whips him into the turnbuckle post. Throws him back in. Choice F. He's not going to go for it. It can't happen a third time. Going to go for the agility. This will work on an 8 or less. Yeah, it wouldn't have worked. Hurt 2. Into the ropes, whips him into the ropes. The wrestler with the better ropes rating recovers first. That's going to be Idol. Elbow drop, choice H. Gonna go for the agility, 9 or less. Gets it there, and there's his pin. Target is 4. Roll is an 8. And there he locks in the Las Vegas leg lock. This is going to bring in... Oh, we already used his manager interference earlier. We're going to use Bobby Heenan's distraction here. Let's see. His distractor rating is an 8. Is a success. But now Hercules is up at a 3, and he is busted open. And let's see. Choice H. Going to go for the death jump this time. Whoever has the better agility, that's going to be Austin Idol, is going to recover first and lock in a sleeper hold. Down 3. Hernandez leaves out of the ring. Both wrestlers roll disqualification. No DQ there. No DQ there. Let's roll 1 die. It is a 5. That is odd. The opponent wins. Pile driver. Hits him in the pile driver. Hurt 2. Knee breaker 2. Hurt 2. Jumping knee smash 3, hurt 2, knee breaker 2, hurt 2, series of punches 2, hurt 2, clothesline 3, hurt 2, stomp 2, Hercules Hernandez reverses it, hits a clothesline of his own, hurt 2, into the turnbuckle, whips him into the turnbuckle, crushed by a big kick, elbow drop, choice C. Going to go for the agility, 7 or less, 4, it does work, down 3, Idol's going to leave the ring again, grabs him, whips him into the turnbuckle post, throws him back in. Choice F, gonna go for the agility, which will be an 8 or less. 8 just gets it there. Hercules Hernandez reverses it, running slam into buckle. 2, dazed 1, shoved to the mat. 1, oops. I hit the wrong button there. Hurt 2. Knee lift 2. Austin Idol reverses it. Series of punches 2. Hercules Hernandez with a knee lift. Hurt 2. Choice C. Moonsault. Yes. 7 or less. No. Doesn't get it. Idol reverses it with a knee breaker. Hurt 2. Another knee breaker. Hurt 2. Third knee breaker. He's breaking all his knees. Hercules Hernandez blocks it, whips him into the turnbuckle. The wrestler with the better turnbuckle rating, that's going to be Herc. Herc rolls on level 3, locks him in a full Nelson. Hurt 2, knee backbreaker 3, that catches him. Target is 2, roll is a 10. First fatigue on Idol. Stomp 2, hurt 2, knee backbreaker 3, hurt 2. Knee lift 2, hurt 2, knee backbreaker 3, hurt 2. Kathy Evans, welcome into the turnbuckle, whips him into the turnbuckle, and it is a reversal, and crushed by a big kick. Opponent rolls on level 2, jumping knee smash 3, down 3. Again, Herc's going to leave the ring, crawls helplessly back in. Choice H, gonna go for the agility, 8 or less. 8 gets it, and there's his pin. Heenan can't interfere anymore. Target is 6, rolls a 10. Herc able to kick out, but there's the Las Vegas leg lock. This could be it. Target is 9, and roll is a 7, and that ends the match. And what a great grudge match that was. Las Vegas leg lock. That will get 1 star. So that's a 6. So that's going to be a 4-star match because it's going to be 1 star just because it's a grudge match. And then it was 6 fatigue. So there you go. Wow. Some good matches happening here today. And yeah, all right. People just commenting. Snake Eyes again. Hello, everybody. All right, here we go. It is time for your main event. And it is for the United States Championship. Yeah, it was kind of a co-main event. You're correct, Rock and Roller. All right, Cowboy Scott Casey taking on Too Cold Scorpio. Too Cold Scorpio was recently in a #1 contenders match for Kurt Angle's title, but his record had been so good. The powers that be, me, gave him a shot at the U.S. title. So here we go. Let's roll the dice. Let's ring the bell. Scott Casey, arm drag takedown 1, dazed 1, Brawling punches, a power move. He does have the power. Hurt 2. Power slam 3. Oh my gosh. Target is 3. Rolls a 5. The champ making a statement from the top. Knee lift. Choice H. Let's see. His death jump is a B. Going to go for the death jump. He's climbing up. Blasts him with a flying clothesline. Opponent rolls on level 3. There's the bulldog. Target is 5. Roll is an 8. Another kick out there. Not going to throw him out of the ring. Reverse neckbreaker 3. Hurt 2. Forearm hammer 2. Down 3. There's the bulldog again. Target is 6. Rolls a 9. And Too Cold Scorpio's busted open, having his face rammed into the mat so many times. Not going to throw him out of the ring. There's a forearm hammer, and Scorpio's fired up. He reverses it. There's a hip toss. Hurt 2. A moonsault. Hurt 2. Flip leg drop 3, down 3, and the champ's going to roll out of the ring. Crawls helplessly back in. There's a handspring kick 3, hurt 2. Another moonsault, hurt 2. Hip toss 2, hurt 2. Another hip toss 2. Scott Casey reverses it with a twisting armbar, and Too Cold Scorpio is down. Elbow smash 2. Scorpio reverses it with a moonsault. Hurt 2. Hip toss 2. Hurt 2. Flip leg drop 3. Hurt 2. Drop kick 2. Down 3. Scorpio not going to throw him out of the ring. Drop kick 2. Down 3. And there is a handspring kick, which is a level 3. Hurt 2. Flip leg drop 3, down 3, and there's the disc that don't miss. We could have a new champion here. Target is 6. Roll is a 4. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and the new United States champion is none other than Too Cold Scorpio. That's going to be a 3-star match. I thought Scott Casey had it. I mean, he was from the opening bell. That was crazy. Promoter finished. I booked 5 cards. There's now, or 50 cards. There's now achievements in FG Assistant. So let's head on over to, first I want to look at the title history really quick, because I want to look at the title history of the United States champion. Scott Casey is, well, I guess Scott Casey and Thunderbolt Patterson are tied for most defenses. But no one has really held on to the United States championship to make it worth something. So we will see what happens. We will see what happens there. Let's check out the rankings as we normally like to do when we finish a match here today. Let's see, Hollywood Elite Wrestling. And so Kurt Angle still up at the top. Too Cold Scorpio. He's got an 8-3 record. And I always look. Oh, wait, we have, let's see, there's someone else here. Kevin Sullivan, he's on a losing streak. Who's down at the bottom? Steve Lombardi. Poor Steve Lombardi. That's why I tried to give him a match where he could try and win yesterday. But it was not. It was not going to work. Let's see, in non-singles, the Blonde Bombers still up at the top. Next week we will have our number 1 contenders matches. So that's what will happen next week. Yeah, there should be some stuff next week. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you to Christopher Merriman, Rocker Roller, Jeffrey Melton, Neil Lau, Matt Johnson, Iowa Oaks, and Kathy Evans, and John McLaughlin, and Gerandis, and Jeffrey Melton, and everybody who's tuned in. Again, a big thank you to all the Golden Circle channel members. Kai, thank you for tuning in all the way from Germany. We appreciate it. And Christopher Merriman, I believe I said. Yeah, sorry we started a little bit late, but appreciate having you here. And we will be back with some more Hollywood Elite Wrestling action very, very soon. Talk to you later. Goodbye.